Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to talk to you about the top 5 comedians and why. It is Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Fluffy, otherwise known as Gabriel Iglesias, Jeff Dunham, and lastly, Cat Williams. Kevin Hart is number one. Not only the number one, but here's one. He's an actor, producer, comedian, and he climbed through the steps of ladders. He was born in July 6, 1979 in Pennsylvania to Nanny Hart, who had to raise him alone because his dad was in and out of jail for drugs. He used comedy to cope with his pain, and from there, from shortly after he graduated high school, he started his long, hard grind to stardom. It was all worth it in the end when he made comedic history, averaging $200 a ticket with a high of 476. His minimum getting price was recorded at $92. Not only is he breaking charts, his movie career is also outstanding. His latest movie, Night School, grossed about $28 million. His movie with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and others in Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle grossed about $1 billion worldwide. I mean, this man is making bank. Making a lot of bank. He starred in movies with Ice Cube, Rock, Will Ferrell, a lot of people. Not only is he an accomplished comedian, he's also an accomplished actor. That's why I believe he's number one. And plus, and I also believe he's number one because I grew up on him. I grew up watching Kevin Hart. So this is also somewhat opinionated, yes. But through all these facts, this is why Kevin Hart is number one. Number two is Dave Chappelle. Born August 24th, 1973, to Yvonne Reed and Roll Dave Chappelle. They were both professors, and his mom was a pastor. Unfortunately, they separated when he was 6, and he had to commute between Washington and Ohio. Inspired by Bill Cosby, he decided to go into comedy. He went to the School of Art in Washington and started his career from there, and grinded to eventually become the youngest comedian to be on an HBO show. He grinded even more, and he got his own show, which unfortunately stopped in 2006 when he disappeared. He made a comeback with Radio City Music Hall, which grossed $11 million, $11.5 million overall. The average ticket price for that was $53 to $193. His attendance was 5,800 people per show. His ticket price rivaled those of Jerry Seinfeld. Even though he's number two because of his gap year. Well, not gap year, more like gap year. It's his disappearance. If he stayed, I believe he would have been number one on my list, but because he disappeared, I moved him down to number two. But after he came back, he made a quick comeback to stardom, and now I believe he is where he is. Third is Gabriel Iglesias, born July 15th, 1976 in San Diego, California. Gabriel Iglesias, also known as Pikachu, Chippy, or Fluffy, is one of America's most successful comedian. He was raised by only his mom, and he was the youngest of his six siblings. He unfortunately suffered from diabetes too, and was only given 2 years to live. After doing yoga and changing to a healthy lifestyle, he is now living in Long Beach with his girl and her son, and with his cute chihuahua His net worth is about $15 million. His worldwide box office is about $2 billion. And Numbers.com ranks him number 654 among the popular celebrities in the world. His average ticket price ranges from $100 to $250, and he has been doing an amazing career. He has been grinding again. Because of his lovable persona and his funny, wisecracking jokes about his heritage and about his weight, I believe that's why he is number 3, and he has bounced his way into our hearts. That was, yeah, I'm probably gonna get roasted for that, but you know, whatever. Fourth is Jeff Dunham, born 18. Hold up. He was born April 18th, 1962 in Austin, Texas. Jeff Dunham uses puppets to make comedy. Now, his career began when he was 8. Well, not like, you know. His career began when he was 8 when his parents bought him Mortimer the Nerd Dummy. And through high school, he did commercials for a Dallas Dustin dealership. And then in college is when things took flight. His weekends were filled with performances that introduced the world to Peanuts, Walter, and Jose the Jalapeno on a Stick. By 2006, he became the big ventriloquist comedian he is today, and is one of the most successful comedians in today's world. He is number 4. No, hold up, let me not do that yet. His starting price tickets is at $9, which I really like. That means I can actually afford it because I'm broke, you know, being a college student. Don't worry about that. His average ticket price was $9 with a high of $220. The average ticket price was $95. Oh, the low was $9. I'm sorry. The low was $9 and his average was $95 to $220. It was a close tie between him and Fluffy because I grew up watching both of them, but Fluffy won out because I watched him more, and I guess I just like him more. And I have to say, I've never really been a fan of puppets. I guess that's why I just lose him a little bit. Lastly is Cat Williams. Now, I don't put Cat Williams because I hate him or anything. I put Cat Williams because he's special. Hold up. Let me start from the beginning. He's an actor, producer, comedian, rapper. Yes, guys, he's a rapper. I said it. He's a rapper. He came to fame through stand-up comedy. He was born in July 6, 1979 in Pennsylvania. To Nancy Hart, who raised him alone because... Hold up. Give me a second. Hold up. Here it is. I might just edit this part out of the video. Give me a second. He was born in 1973 in Ohio, and he emancipated himself from his parents and moved to Florida, which I have to say is a baller move, you know. Hey, yo, parents, you can't handle this. I'm moving to Florida. I'm edit this part out too. He started as a street vendor, some weed, all that good stuff, all that. No, I'm joking. He went and eventually made his way to improv. He found out he doing improv. He found out he was funny and honed his skills, and now he appears in many shows, the Tracy Morgan Show, the Improv, many more, and has performed in nationwide clubs. I looked it up, and his average ticket price is, there's no way, $323. Jesus Christ, man. His minimum ticket price was looked up at $19. And his School of Dance movie was rated 74% on Rotten Tomatoes. Cats and Dogs, another movie he did in Cats and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore, got $43.5 million. Jesus Christ, man, I need that type of money in my life. He is number 5 because even though he's big right now, I feel like he hasn't settled into his role as a giant yet. I believe he needs more time to grow and flourish, and when that happens, he'll be... I actually have no idea what will happen, but yeah, that's my top 5. Again, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna edit this part out of the video too. No, it's not. Let me just edit all this out of the video. Holy shit, I can't find anything. Here it is. Religion. Even though they are all phenomenal individuals that have done amazing things for this country and have made me laugh, I believe Kevin Hart is the funniest because I mostly grew up on him, watching him. At one point I actually wanted to be a comedian, but that was dashed horribly and destroyed by my friends. Jesus Christ, my friends are assholes. Anyways, back to the story. That was dashed away He at one point he inspired me to be a comedian, but I dropped that because of things. Yeah, just things happen. But yeah, that's my list, and this is why Kevin Hart is the best comedian of today's world. Thank you very much.